Hello, I'm Jeff Cavins. Today we are looking at the readings for the second Sunday in Ordinary Time, and it takes us to John chapter 2, which is the very famous wedding at Cana. This is a beautiful portion of Scripture that talks about Our Lady bringing up a need, and that is wine at the wedding. It says, on the third day there was a marriage at Cana in Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Jesus was also invited to the marriage with his disciples. When the wine failed, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." We see here that the first miracle in the New Testament is taking place at a wedding where we have a bridegroom and the bride. If you were to describe our relationship with Jesus, it would be a covenant relationship, which is between the bridegroom, Jesus, and the bride. And so it doesn't surprise us that the first miracle takes place here. But she says, they have no wine. I'd love to read St. John Paul II's encyclicals, and he has a wonderful writing on Mary, and he talks about how here in John chapter 2, she is introduced to us as a spiritual mother. Maybe you have a natural mother, and I have a natural mother. But if you're Catholic, you have two mothers. You have a natural and a supernatural mother. The role of Mary is very similar to the role of the Queen Mother in the Old Testament. In the Old Testament, the Queen Mother had a throne to the right of the king. And in the Old Testament, the queen was not the wife of the king, as it is in the West, but in the Near East, the queen was the mother of the king. And as such, she had a responsibility to be the advocate and the intercessor on behalf of the people. In other words, like Bathsheba, we see that the Queen Mother brings the needs of the people to the king. And that's what's happening here. In fact, St. John Paul II says that she brings our cares and our concerns and our worries and all of that to her Son. And then our job is to listen to the Son. She brings our cares to the Son. But I love the second thing that comes out in this reading today, and that is this. She says in verse 5, it says, his mother said to the servants, do whatever he tells you. Do whatever he tells you. And this is the last time we hear the Blessed Mother speak in the Gospel. Do whatever he tells you to do. So when you look at this all together, it's very beautiful. She says, they have no wine, Jesus. She's bringing their concerns to him. And he says, woman, how does your concern affect me? And you know what the answer is? Very much. It affects Jesus very much, because when she brings our concerns to him as our mother, then our job is to listen to him, because he has something to tell us in prayer or through Scripture. And her advice to you is, do whatever he tells you to do. I have brought your concerns to him. Now you listen to him and you do what he tells you to do. That is a beautiful, beautiful circle there that we see in the reading today. And as a practical thing, I want to encourage you to pray the rosary. When you pray the rosary, you follow the life of Jesus, but you follow the life of Jesus with the intercessor, the advocate given to you, which is your mother. And as you follow the life of Jesus, she will pray for you and with you that you would be conformed, you would be perfectly conformed to her Son. I remember going down the road not too long ago, and I saw a bumper sticker on the back of a car, and it reminded me of the rosary and the role of Mary as the Queen Mother, the Geberah in Hebrew. And the bumper sticker said, your mother, Mary, hasn't heard from you in decades. Maybe it's time that she heard from you. Give her your concerns, your wants, your needs, these things in your life that are causing angst, causing such pain and suffering. And she'll bring those to Jesus. But now Jesus is going to speak to you. And I would echo what our mother said. Do whatever he tells you.